Fornication under consent of the king. What is up, alienARMy? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. And on this channel, we discuss everything out of this world. So today's topic, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna get a little cray-cray, but
you know what I say, it's okay, Kay.
So, fornication under consent of the king. Now, I am not a fucking history scholar, but I do know that fornication under consent of the king is basically something that was in ancient England or maybe middle-aged England. I'm not sure the years, it doesn't really matter in the context of this video, but that basically means that motherfuckers were not allowed to F-U-C-K, fornication under consent of the king. What does that make? Is that an acronym? I think it might be an acronym. Anyway, so that's where that word came from. And by the way, that's
one of my favorite fucking words because it can be used in so many motherfucking contexts.
So let's explore what this means. And I'm also going to be getting into a little bit of metaphors regarding this with the human mind. So fornication under consent of the king, F-U-C-K. This is basically where England years and years and years ago ordained that common folk couldn't have sexual relations unless they had the consent of the king. So what would happen is that, I believe it's in regards to like breeding or something, like they weren't allowed to fornicate. They were looking at it as fornication as a means to reproduce, and they were saying, oh hell no, only the king gonna give you permission to reproduce, right? So how am I thinking of this in terms of a metaphor? Fornication,
don't know what that hand gesture was. But
that is when your two aspects of mind, conscious mind, subconscious mind, they fornicate, right? They're kind of getting jiggy with it. And now they're creating something new. They're creating a product. They're essentially breeding with each other and they're creating something new. And you are the king. So when you are the king, nothing is allowed to fornicate or reproduce without your consent in your mind. What do I mean by this? So when you are looking at the two aspects of mind, masculine principle, feminine principle, conscious mind, subconscious mind, they are essentially, when they are doing their thing, they're essentially creating new things, right? They're creating new realities, new experiences, blah, 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 when they're working in cohesion for that purpose. So you, as the king of the castle, you as the king of your kingdom, you don't want some nonsense breeders up in there, right? But what's gonna happen? They're gonna start rabbiting each other and multiplying and multiplying and multiplying, and before you know it, you have a whole litter of fucking uncontrolled, unwanted thoughts, all because you let some wild thought and another wild thought that you didn't much care for, you let them fucking fornicate.
Okay. So
when we think of it this way, when you are the king, you are the entire authority on your whole entire mind. And your mind, your conscious mind, masculine principle, your mind, subconscious mind, feminine principle, if they want to fucking breed, you want to be in control of what they are breeding, how often they are doing that, because that is going to present itself into your experience, into your kingdom. So you don't want a whole litter full of nonsense going on. You want to reproduce and multiply things that are going to be to the advantage of your kingdom. So you as the king, nothing shall fornicate without your consent. Think of it that way. Fornication under consent of the king. This thought and this emotion are not going to these two aspects of mind, thought and emotion, conscious, subconscious, right? Masculine, feminine, we already know all this, right? They're coming together, they some horny motherfuckers, they want to, you know what I'm saying? And they want to do it all the time, but you as the king, you're like, there shall be nothing reproduced in this kingdom of my mind without my consent, because I am conscious of what y'all motherfuckers are doing. Ain't no indiscriminate breeding up in here. Fornication under consent of the king. You will breed what, when, and how I motherfucking tell you to. And that is how you command your aspects of mind, because your two aspects of mind, you're constantly working together. The subconscious mind with the emotions, the conscious mind with the thought. And what's going on is that they got a little thing going on. And you, as the master, as the king, you're like, whoa, hold on, did I give you permission to do that? And once you say that, it's like conscious mind, subconscious mind, they gonna stop what they're doing and they're gonna obey you because you are the king. If you are not giving consent, if you're saying no, you want to breed that and you want to create that, which is going in turn show itself into your experience in your kingdom. You're like, I don't want that shit in my kingdom. You know what? You're gonna be like, no. How about we take these two aspects? You know what? This is what I want you to do. I want the two of you, I want you to breed. I want you to be fruitful and motherfucking multiply. But you gonna multiply the motherfucking shit that I want.
Because I am the fucking king.
You are the master of your mind. So your thought and your emotion are not gonna be fucking creating shit without your consent, you as the king. Because that's how it fucking works. That's how the trained mind ordains the lower aspect of mind, the peasant aspect of mind. It's like, you ain't allowed to fucking breed up in here, motherfucker, unless it's what I tell you and when I tell you, right? Because you know that these two aspects of mind are the co-creators of your reality, your thoughts and emotions. When they are blended together and they form the product, it is knowing. So knowing brings about a third dimensional realm experience. It presents itself to you because you know it. But if thought and emotion had not bred, had not fornicated, then you wouldn't have had something present itself to you in your 3D experience for you to know. That is why sometimes negative things can manifest, and then someone will be sitting there and they'll be talking out their fucking asshole, like, but they know that shit happened because it presented themselves in the 3D. But why? Because you let conscious mind and subconscious mind breed indiscriminately, and now what the fuck is going on? Some fucking nonsense over here. You don't want that shit. You want to come to the conclusion as the king. You want to just go straight to source. What do I know now? Boom, lightning bolt of inspiration. The knowingness drives, commands the conscious and the subconscious mind. Instead of the subconscious and the conscious mind running amok, they're just breathing. Now you know shit because it's presented to you, but you didn't really, you're like, wait, what? Because you left motherfuckers unattended. So you always want to carry yourself as a king, and you do not want to let the two aspects of mind breed indiscriminately. You want to be standing there watching a motherfucker. You might want to video it too. I don't know where this went. So you're gonna be like, conscious mind, subconscious mind, you will breed only what I tell you. I know what I want you to breed for me in my kingdom because I've received that knowingness from source. You create what I know. You are not allowed to create. You are not allowed to fornicate. You are not allowed to breed without my consent because I don't want shit in my kingdom that I know ain't supposed to be there. That's essentially what it is. So that's what I got for you today. I know this one was a little fucking crazy, but
it presented itself to me to make a video, so
there you go. It might help you understand a little bit better the two aspects of mind. You are the king. Do not allow your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, the two aspects that are tools that create your reality, to breed indiscriminately and then bring nonsense to you. You gotta tell them what to do. Fornication under consent of the king.
fuck.
Alright, I'll talk to you later. I'm Oculus, the alien next door.